Welcome to Girlsonfireatx. I'm your host, Samantha.
And I'm your host, Esther.
Chnelle, you've been in the service industry for a while, haven't you?
Yes, pretty much since I moved here. I got here in 2015, the summer of May, and I started working downtown West at actually the ranch. I think that September.
Okay.
I was actually working part-time, and someone just like approached me and was just like, I see you out every weekend. I see you at places, and it seems like you know everyone. It was like, you should really consider being a liquor rep. And at the time, I didn't really know what that meant and everything. So I had a friend that said he had a friend that was looking for a person actually to work downtown route. Mm-hmm. And I applied, I interviewed again, and then I waited months, 3 or 4 months, and then I finally got the call that I got the job. So it's kind of how it started. So I just kind of went from dentistry into full-time service industry. So It just worked itself out, and it's been great. It's been me meeting a lot of people really fast. My first year of being in Austin just actually worked itself out, and so that's why I'm here today. And it's been a really good job.
Yeah, I think you're good at what you do. I think that this was your calling for sure. Does everyone know Chnelle that's here tonight? Yeah. Awesome. I've met you whenever I worked at Cat's Pajamas, and I just remember how fiery of a personality that you are, and I love it. So.
Oh, well, thank you. And it's so funny. I can actually say, when I say the ranch, and it's so funny, the person that actually hired me and like actually in the audience today, Mr. Matt, it's so funny. That's irony,
Go,
right?
Matt.
That's irony that the person that you work for and that trained you, and got you into the industry is actually here tonight. So I didn't know he's going to show up, but hey, thank you for being here. Yeah. That's how I got started, actually. So yes.
There you go.
I think this is just such a cool experience just because I've been in Austin almost coming on 4 years, and I remember you since day one. And it's just crazy because being in the service industry, especially in Austin, especially being on West 6, or Rainy, not so much Rainy, but West 6 in particular, you just know everybody. You know their first names, you know what they drink, you know their vibes, you know when they're having a good day, you know when they're having a bad day. And every time I've looked at you, you're just always super duper positive, or you're talking shit or something, but in the best way. You have, I don't know. I think
my favorite thing about you is the fact that you are not afraid to speak up.
Exactly.
Which, I think being in the industry in general is brought that out of all of us. Because I know that you go from being this timid person and be like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, or, oh, I'm just the bartender. No, bitch, you are not going to treat me like I'm a peasant. This is not how this works.
Yeah, I don't like bullies. I've never have. And, being downtown, West, it's just kind of and people always say, I get it. I'm hard to miss. Okay, I'm 5'10", dark skin, and
gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful.
You. But yeah, so I always tell people I'm kind of hard to miss, and I just never forget when somebody was trying to explain to someone else, describe me, and he was just the girl that comes in is always yelling what do you mean, you people? And, it's just my funny thing that I say, and I walk off just to be sarcastic because working in the service industry, what we have to deal with and all the characters and people you encounter under the influence.
Speaking of characters, how was everyone's weekend?
Right.
Long. Yes, Halloween weekend is very busy for the service industry, but you girls always kill it. The fact that you guys actually have other jobs and you still find time to do this, it's why I think after your last event, I was I know both of these girls individually. I met you separately, and the fact that you guys worked together and you came and did this, I was we should really do something together. I feel that would be a good little kind of coming out for me as far as since COVID happened, it kind of slowed everything down.
Right.
And everybody wants to get back out now. So I just saw the opportunity, and I presented to you guys, and then I presented to the native people. And I think when we started meeting from the first meeting, everything kept building. That's how we got with these guys here for Easies and everything. So it just kind of worked itself out.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say thank you guys for being open and just easy to work with.
This was kind of like a no-brainer for us making this decision to do this podcast tonight because obviously you see our studio when you watch our YouTube videos. You guys have listened to us probably more times than, I can even count. But being able to be in front of you guys and be able to look at you in the face and not look at the camera and be like, oh yeah, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you, and like actually being able to see you guys' expressions is so rewarding.
Thank you. So yeah,
I'm not crying, it's fine.
No, that's what I was just about to say. I was like, I broke my sobriety, now I'm all sensitive as fuck. I'm like looking at everybody, and it's just every single person that's in this room I literally love. Like, yep. I got Andy and Callie and Karen, Maeve, Paul.
It's so cool. Okay, you can't cry too.
Yeah, stop that. Suck it up.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Suck it up.
Bring it back. Okay.
I love you bitches. Like, this was something that Sam and I started a little over a year ago. And like, do you know how hard it was to battle in my own brain, being like, am I going to be like, are people going to look at me weird? Are they going to think that I'm full of myself? Are they going to make fun of the podcast? Like, are they going to be supportive? Are they just going to be like, there's this huge battle that goes on in your head with it. And like, I still struggle with it right now. Damn, Amber Alert. All right, well, there was a child abduction in Glen Heights, Texas.
If you know where this child is, please call 911.
Okay. Terrain. All right. Victim is 14-year-old black female Stevie Johnson. All right, I hope she gets found.
Absolutely.
But it's just crazy because it's just like we're going on a year and like we have grown a lot, and it's literally thanks to every single person that's in this place. Like,
I think what's really cool too is I get asked a lot like why I started a podcast with someone, like why we started this. And we have our typical answer, like we wanted to bring awareness to the service industry. We wanted to be a voice for other people that go through the things that we as bartenders and servers and anything in the industry deals with. But it's also been really therapeutic. There's been so many times where Esther's telling a story, or we have a guest on our podcast where we're talking about something, and it's like a light bulb goes off and I'm like, oh shit, that's why I'm fucked up. Like, it's like therapeutic to be able to address and work through my own personal issues by being able to talk about it with other people and have other people relate to us. I think that's been like the most rewarding thing from this, is like how far and how much we've grown as people, not only together but individually, by being able to do something like this.
Yeah.
I never thought that I was going to have a podcast. I never imagined. I'm the shyest person. If you actually know me, like I am the most introverted person in the world.
I'm the opposite. Like,
that's why we get along.
I'm the opposite, but I love so hard. And it's just like, and if you guys like have been following the podcast, you guys know that I'm not like, I struggle with my own family issues. And like one of the things that this is why like I'm so passionate about service industry, is that it's a family that we created. And like on a weekend, especially this weekend, we're like not treated at like human beings. I hate to say that, but it's like, at some point someone's gonna call you a bitch. At some point someone's gonna talk down to you like you're not a human being, like you don't have feelings, like you don't matter, because people forget. Like, and it's crazy, and it's so awesome that right now in this moment people are now speaking out. Like, I've been seeing it all over TikTok, how people are like, what's the most like traumatic like thing that's happened to you in the service industry, and people are now speaking up, and the comments that I read are like, what? Huh? And it's like changing the narrative. And
it's because we've allowed people to treat us like shit, right? Because we work in an industry where we're giving hospitality, so it's like we want these people to have the best time ever. Well, now we've gotten to a point where it's like, no, I'm sorry, you're not going to disrespect me in the process just because I'm serving you. I'm not your servant. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's like, okay, oh, you tipped me $100, fine. Like, yeah, I'll let it slide that you degraded me or sexualized me or whatever, because that $100 is going to go to my electric bill or like food or, tequila shots, one of the two. Like, it's just
tequila shots.
Like, the concept of Girls on Fire, and it's really cool to do it with somebody that's the opposite of me, is that we still have the same vision. Like, the dream of this is to like throw a badass like ACL kind of style festival where it's dedicated to service industry. I want everyone to have a chance to like, if you need if you need healthcare, you have the option to go get it. If you need to go see a therapist, you have the option to go talk to it. That's not going to cost you like an arm and a leg. Like, just recently, like, I've been struggling with my own mental health, which is kind of a reason why I broke my sobriety. Also, I still miss tequila, but that's just besides the point. But I just had my tooth pulled. And I went to a, like, charity area. It's called Manos de Cristo. They do, like, a lot of really good, like, charity work for people with dental work that don't have health insurance. It still cost me $4,000 that I didn't have to get it taken out. And, like, the stress of, like, all right, I need to pick up extra shifts. I need to work doubles. Like, I need to do this, or, like, and then having a smile. Like, I don't have a tooth right now, and I have a retainer, and, like, I have a lisp, and it's been so hard on me. But it's like, I hate that I feel this way, because it's like, okay, I just spent $4,000. That means I can't pay and afford to go see a therapist. And I hate that we work so hard. We work these long hours, and yes, we make great money, but, you know, we have other things that pop up. Yeah.
To be able to do these jobs.
And, like, it's just, like, I can't thank you guys enough for just being here and just being supportive. Like to me, you guys aren't just, like, a friend or just somebody that listens to the podcast. Like, y'all are my family. Like, thank you. Like, truly.
We appreciate you guys,
like,
for sure.
Y'all are amazing. Like, and if I ever become a millionaire or multimillionaire, y'all are getting $1 million.
When I win the lottery,
I swear,
manifest that shit.
But that's the nice thing about this. I really think you guys have doing a great service to yourself and to your fellow coworkers and everything, because, like, it needs to have a voice. You need to be able to speak out and say these things without feeling like, you know, they're gonna judge you on it. You know, it's okay to be vulnerable. You guys have been doing it. I follow you guys. Esther, first of all, your sense of humor is, like, just, you know, unheard of.
It's weird as fuck.
She's the only person I have ever met in my life that will throw on a unicorn onesie and go out and tell you guys to go fuck yourself if you got a problem with her outfit.
Oopsie. Well, I think that's, like, really cool too, is, like, the more that we're growing, like, people are paying attention, and it is a little overwhelming, not gonna lie, because it's, like, wanting to make sure that we're, like, teaming up with people that, like, actually give a fuck, better lack of word, but give a fuck, and not just wanting to just throw a brand or, like, whatever. And that's why I was, like, super, like, it's an honor that you literally were like, hey, like, I want to, like, throw an event with you. Like, you're the first person that asked us to throw, like, to be like, hey, I want to throw an event with you, instead of being like, oh, hey, I'm just,
here's my product.
Can you just give it away?
Yeah, promote it at your event.
Like, while that's been really grateful too, like Two Robbers, if y'all haven't heard of them, with our first event, thanks to Tyler, because he made a beautiful video. Hi, honey, I love you. And he has, but tequila shots. So Britt is, like, so it's, like, the owners of Two Robbers, and it's Britt. Britt saw the video that Tyler posted, and she saw it from Brooklyn, New York, and flew out to Austin just to meet us and asking how she can be part of the event. And that's why we're like, Two Robbers, fuck yeah, dude. And their product is awesome. But it's like,
they've also bent over backwards to, like, be a part of every event and everything. And they're always asking us what they can do
to give, like, back. There's also other vendors that have been amazing, like
American June, Cozy Gypsy.
Yeah, Skin Parlor. Like, they've all been a part of the service industry, so they get it. And something that's super cool is that, like, I have an amazing, wonderful friend who's a doctor, and he's in this room right now. Hi, Vip. He gave us 50 free STD testings to give away. So if y'all wanted to get tested, because I know testing is expensive, even if you go to, like, the cheap parts of area, like, it's important to do that. And he gave it to us because if you all haven't seen him on a weekend night, like, he loves the service industry. He's always on about.
We appreciate
thank you, Vip.
Thank you.
You the man. He's hungover as fuck right now, and he's still okay.
I feel like we definitely obviously Halloween was yesterday, right? And most bars are open. Everyone was out. So I want to thank everyone that's here that's potentially hungover and fucking tired. Because I know what it's like to work late and have to get up. It doesn't matter whether it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 10 a.m. So thank you for doing that, because I know this was a long-ass, stupid weekend at work. Between the outfits and having to dress up and act like you wanted to be there. I get it.
Oh, and the amount of freaking people that were on drugs is, oh my God.
See, I thankfully don't have to deal with that so much at Red. And if I do, I don't really pay attention.
Have you ever seen a Michael Myers on Molly? Are you kidding me?
I don't know that I want to.
I couldn't stop watching. I was like, yo, he getting it. Like, I'm not even scared.
I was at the mall. I was at the mall yesterday with one of my girlfriends, and I think that they're selling Michael Myers like jumpsuits now. That's like the new fashion. They had them in like 6 different colors. I was like, oh, this is what we're doing now. Got it.
I got you one.
Not
different.
me thinking
like,
I'm gonna buy
I saw
one.
the sexiest Chucky ever, and I was just like, damn, I didn't know Chucky was that sexy, but bro, I get it.
You can make ugly, you can make sexy. I mean, you can. It's incredible the creativity that people have come up with. What was the coolest costume you guys saw tonight?
Or you mean this weekend?
Yeah, tomorrow, whatever. You know what I meant. I don't know what
Are
day
you
it is.
hungover?
I saw a jellyfish. That was probably the dopest thing you guys had like lights coming from.
See, that's creative. That's dedication, holding an umbrella all night too.
It was the most amazing Halloween costume I saw. Yeah.
So we got a jellyfish. Anybody else?
All right, not to be conceited, but I was a red flag. And that was pretty cool. I was a red flag with Sam.
That's great.
Yeah, you know, people are always like, well, she was a bartender and buying the service. Like, that's a red flag. Well, fuck it. I got 2 on my head, bitch.
I saw one that said if you like hug the door guys. I'm like, but does it count if I know them? Like, that shouldn't count, right?
Agreed.
Like I said, it goes back to perspective. People have a perspective against service industry, but until they catch them one in an alley, you know.
I mean, just think about being a liquor rep. So yeah, they're like, you know.
Okay, yeah. So how
Red
is
flag.
that?
Yeah, like talk about what is it that you have to do? Like, what does your job entail?
So my job entails, it goes from like, you know, hotels, restaurants, the bar, any pretty much place with a liquor license.
What would you say your least favorite place to go to is?
I wouldn't. That is not true. I actually
You called yourself out on that one.
Actually after the ranch, I went to Unbelievable. So actually, you know, that's like home base for me. So I mean, it's being really social and adapting to different places, because every place is that different. So I kind of have to wear a lot of hats at times, if you can say, but it's to help grow and bring brand awareness to the company that I represent. So
Right.
El Silencio Mezcal.
What made you choose them?
Actually, they contacted me.
Okay.
They actually sought me out, which led me to know that I must have been doing a good job when I was working for the distributor prior to them. So that was a good feeling to, like, you know, to be sought out and say, hey, we thought you would be a really good fit for our brand and company. And I mean, Mezcal, as you can see up here at the bottle, it's black, and I tend to have a lot of black wardrobe. So I was like, this was meant to be. It's just what it was.
We love it. It's very
like
sleek.
the pearly gates opened up, and I was just welcomed home. So
Wearing black.
yeah, exactly. And then they came with the Dahlia tequila, which is you know, it's more like a crimson red. So I always said, if I had a tequila to sell, man, this would like just be it. I do like throwing these events. That's why I was just like, hey, I need to do an event. So Day of the Dead is actually one of our holidays or events that we like to get involved in. So I was just like, okay, who can I partner with? I just don't want to like have a party and just say, come drink the mezcal, come drink the tequila. I wanted to actually collaborate with a foundation, or, you know, like you guys, the podcast and things like that, as well as doing it in an account. So just kind of worked itself out, you know, and I've been enjoying this job. I've been riding this wave, and Austin is like one of those towns, like always something going on. Always. Like, I was out all weekend. I went from Dallas and I got back here, and I've been going since. So it's definitely rewarding though when people say, hey, I saw your tequila, or I got a bottle, or they're a post and tag, and I'm just like, you know, it's paying off, you know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. And are you originally from Austin?
I am not. I'm originally from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
So I've been in Austin for about 6 years. So I'm a Razorback, just to let y'all know. You got one back there. What? There's always one.
I'm curious to know in the crowd, who's originally from Austin, Texas? Okay, anyone from Texas in general? Okay, and everybody else is from somewhere else.Got it. Hey,
Arizona.
I'm not from here either, so it's okay. I'm from Tampa, Florida. So
Nice.
So the ones that aren't from Texas, where are y'all from? Let's go. California, New York.
She's like, don't rep it. Don't do it.
Minnesota, Virginia. Any others? Arizona. Yeah, bro.
Tucson.
Esther's also from Arizona.
Dirty tea, baby. Are y'all happy I broke my sobriety? Wee.
I am, for sure. I am.
She's like, pick me. This one, here.
I was like, I should not take tequila shots by myself.
No.
So thank you.
I can't do tequila. Man, I'll tell you what.
Dude, I love
tequila
it.
is like, I can't do it.
Sam.
What?
Grow up.
Okay. No, I'm just going to stick with whiskey. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just stick with whiskey.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I actually was sober for 8 months. Yeah. And I told myself, like, I gave myself a goal that I was going to basically, like, I already knew I was going to drink. I love tequila. But I wanted to create a healthy relationship with alcohol, especially being in the service industry, especially since, like, we work long hours. You know, it's literally right in front of us. It's hard not to. And if y'all, like, follow the podcast, y'all know I had a big issue with, like, drinking. Like, I was masking it because, like, something that, like, I've noticed, and this is just a perspective that I've seen, is that when I was very heavily into drinking, especially in the service industry, it was just like everybody else that was around me was also heavily drinking. And we were all coping with, like, unhealed trauma, you know, with the weekend, and, like, with people belittling us that could, like, be, like, unleashing certain triggers. And then it's just, you know, you hang out with those that you're constantly surrounded with, right? Not that that's really a bad thing, but it's just, like, at some point, you know, especially when you wake up the next day and you're full of anxiety, and then you're wondering what, like I don't like feeling the next day part. When you're in the moment with your friends, it feels great because you feel safe, right? But then it's the next day when you're by yourself, you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Like, what am I doing? Like, and especially when people are like, oh, belittling you in your job, like, oh, you're just a bartender, or oh, you just do this, or oh, blah, blah, blah. It's just like those words can eat at you after time. And they got to me at a lot. And so during COVID, if y'all didn't saw, like, I went down like a little bit of a spiral. But thanks to COVID, I was able to find myself and, like, lift myself up, but trying to form a healthy relationship with alcohol. So I went 8 months not drinking, in the point that I was going to drink basically, like, today. But, you know, I broke it 2 weeks ago, but it's fine. I'm proud of myself for that, because now it's like I found, like, a healthy way. Like, it's not like,
I think the biggest thing that you can take away is that you acknowledge that you had an issue with alcohol, and that you were able to make the adjustments that you needed to make in order to rein that in and, like, gain control again.
Well, it's cool because, like, you know, when you take a shot, it's, like, hard to, like, when you've been doing it for so long, it's hard to say no. Now it's very easy for me to say no. Like, if I don't want to drink, I won't drink.
Creo's got his head down, like, it's not me. It's not me.
I just formed a better relationship with it. Like, it's like I don't have to drink all 3 days in a row. Like, it's like, all right, I drink on Friday. All right, well, I'm not going to drink Saturday and Sunday. Like, I got shit to do on Monday. Like, it's really cool that I got to do that.
It's a self-control thing.
It's a self-control thing. And it's just, to me, it's just like, I don't know. I'll shut up now. Have y'all seen Chnelle stickers? They're so cute.
The real question is, what is in the box?
Okay, so
I need to
if
know
y'all
what's in the box.
freaking know me and follow my personal account on Instagram, y'all know that I am a Britney Spears fan. But let me explain. So I'm not like this huge Britney Spears fan that a lot of people think I am. When I lived in Vegas, when I lived in Vegas, I worked at Planet Hollywood, and I worked at this, like, sports bar. And Britney Spears had a residency at the time. And all her dancers would come into my bar and gossip. And I was like, they would just tell me, like, all the crazy shit that was going on behind the scenes that wasn't out in public yet. And I was like, Jamie Spears is calling Britney fat? What the fuck? Like, not the queen of pop. Like, are you kidding me? So I got heavily invested because, you know, I'm what my Mexican roots would call a metiche. I'm nosy as fuck. So Rich is dying over there. But so I got really heavily invested, and so I started doing all this research. And then, like, literally, like, when her Instagram started blowing up, people started paying attention. But I already knew way back then they were, like, doing all these things. So I started becoming more vocal about it. Because in my brain, I just can't wrap my brain about, like, how people aren't literally acknowledging that Britney Spears, the most, like, angelic human being that there is. I don't
care how old you are. Everyone knows who Britney Spears is.
I know, dude. She's angelic, hot as fuck. It's like, you know, you like.
Maybe not so much anymore.
I don't know. She's still hot. She's still hot. She's still hot. She just got to get rid of her fiance. That's all. She just got to get rid of it. She's just, dude.
Chnelle and I are right.
We're gonna argue about this after this, but no.
She needs some self-control.
She's being drugged right now. What the fuck? She's just getting out of her.
Didn't she get out of her conservatorship?
Not quite. But, so I'm a huge fan.
She knows.
So I'm this huge fan. And so a lot of my friends, it's been funny because I'll be posting about it, and they associate Britney Spears with me. I actually threw a free Britney Spears party at Bungalow. Why I love the place I work.
That was a really great event, by the way.
It was cool, dude. Oh, my God.
What's in the box?
Okay, I'm getting there. So anyways, people that know me now associate with me with Britney Spears. So my beautiful friend Callie, she saw this at a bar and was like, I need to get this for Esther. And y'all know me, I'm like super nice. I always welcome everybody except for Britney's dad. Says welcome everyone except Britney's dad. Yeah, fuck you, Jamie Spears. You can suck my toe.
I'm dead. I can't with you sometimes.
Dude, I can't even with me right now.
If it is not on your doorstep the next time I come over to record.
Bitch, I want to go drive home right now and go drop it off. What do you mean? If my dog pees on this, he's done. I'm just Britney, free Britney.
Free Britney. This is for Britney.
Yeah. Fucking love her. Damn, dude. Black tequila. Black Dahlia is the shit, dude. If y'all haven't taken a shot of it, y'all should.
I know. Has everyone tried all the drinks that they made for us tonight? Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I do want to give a big shout out to all the people that were involved. Number one, first and foremost, Chnelle.
Thank you, sweetheart. You're going to take a shot of tequila later.
Yeah, if you guys haven't already checked out their Instagram, I know that Evans is Easy Does It with a Z in the Easy, guys. Mm-hmm. And then I think it's just Easy Studio, right? Yeah, so make sure you follow them on Instagram if you aren't already doing so. They also host really cool events inside here. They do comedy shows and stuff like that. So definitely check them out if you haven't already.
And then when you guys go out there, there's Cozy Gypsy.
She's selling the beautiful earrings. She hand makes them. Yeah.
Her name is Ksenia. She literally hand makes them. She spends hours on just one set of earrings, and she sells them. And she actually, at our first event, which was hosted at Bungalow, was the first time that she actually was one of our first vendors. And it was the first time that she was about to quit. She was about to quit selling, making these earrings and selling them.
I think she sold out, didn't she?
She sold out our first event, because of y'all.
I bought a pair. I still wear them.
I'm about to buy 5.
I have 3 pair.
They're so cute. They're awesome, and so she's been with us since day one. And then we got American June. They're a local women's boutique, and they have the cutest clothes. And this girl, her name is Ashley. She started it. She used to work in finance, and she just didn't want to be in finance anymore. She wanted to be her true authentic self, dye her hair pink, show crazy tattoos. You know, she's a single mom. No, she's not a single mom.
Well, she's a mom.
She's a mom.
But she's not single.
No. But she just went with her gut intuition and created a boutique, and she invited us to be at one of her
we were a host at one of her events that we
Yeah.
recently, I know a few of you guys were there.
And so we're gonna collaborate with her more, because all she wants to do is get all the women that are like in Austin and just get them together, just so that, you know, we can talk about stuff, like talk about what we deal with on a normal day basis. And like,
she's very sex positive, so she wants women to feel comfortable, any size, any age, in whatever it is that you wear, and she's willing to help you dress yourself. And if you don't already know this, her clothes are one of a kind, in the sense that, like, once she sells out, she buys one, like an extra small, medium, and large, and once she sells out, that's it. She does not restock in any of those things, so no one will be walking around in your same outfit, most likely.
It's so cool. Y'all need to check her out.
Yeah.
And then we got my lovely friend Miranda. She makes handmade like flatbed hats.
Yeah, Bone Customs.
Customs. She started it during the pandemic. And, you know, she just like has this passion. She's lesbian, but she's very part of like the LGBTQ community. I said that wrong.
There's so many letters. I'm lost. LBGTQ plus. Okay. There are more letters. Those are the only ones I know. So I apologize that I don't know the rest of them, but
it's so hard. Everybody, we're all human beings. If you have a brain, you have a heart, and there's blood pumping through your brains, you're a human being. So to me, you're an equal. And she created during this pandemic, and she was scared as fuck doing it. And now she's blowing up, and she asked to be a part of this, and it's just her doing it. It's so freaking cool. And you know, then we got Dr. James, who literally reached out to us when he found out about this event and was like, hey, I want to offer like free chiropractic care to like service industry.
Seen that, you can get an adjustment for free tonight. Just throw him a tip. But he wants to help the service industry. So take advantage. If you haven't had your back cracked, it's life-changing.
Yeah. And then his girlfriend is with NLive Texas with B12 shots and IVs. And she gave us like, there's a discount code with our name, so y'all can go get like IVs, B12s, like taking care of your bodies. Because I know it's hard for me personally. It's hard to stay hydrated. Look at my skin. Like, it's hard. And you know, it's just crazy. And we have Heather too, a skin parlor. She used to be in the service industry, so she hooks it up with Botox, facials, fillers, whatever you need to like make yourself. She's incredible.
She specializes in acne as well. So if you suffer from acne, go to her. She will get your face right. I know I've got a couple people that can attest to that. So.
And then we got blood work. You know, they're part of like, they love the service industry, and they just want to making sure that we're taking care of our bodies, because that's so important. Everybody that we've collaborated with, like, it's not just because like, you know, we want to just collaborate them just for the sake of collaborating.
We choose people wisely.
Yeah, it's just because like they genuinely they see the message that we're trying to give, which is just wanting them to understand what we go through. Like,
we deserve love too.
Yeah, we deserve kindness, we deserve love, we deserve to be respected.
Absolutely.
Like, our job is very hard, and we make a lot of money.
Sometimes.
Yeah, depends on the day, but it's just like, it's very unpredictable, and it's a very chaotic job. And like, I don't want to stop being in the service industry, and I don't want to, but I definitely want to, with this podcast, I want to create like a really powerful platform where like, if you guys want to share a story, or if you guys want to be a part of it, like, literally DM us. Like, the chances of you getting like a no is very slim. Like,
unless you're trying to do something crazy. I mean,
there's legalities.
Like, there's like a line. We'll figure it out though.
But it's like, you know, like, if you want your story to be told, or if you have like, this is for y'all. Like, and
I mean, I think that people forget and underestimate the things that we go through as bartenders, whether you're male or female. Like, we deal with sexual harassment on a nightly basis. We deal with being, again, talked down to and treated like shit just because we are your server or bartender. They think they can treat us like crap. You know, there's just so many things that people don't realize that we go through. like mental health and being tired, and like try managing a full-time job while also working at night, but then you also need to make sure that you get enough sleep, and you also need to get enough food and water, and you also need to go to the gym. Like, it's tiring, and there's only so much that you can do, and you get to a point where your body just shuts down, right? And we have to learn to take care of ourselves if they're not going to take care of us for us, you know?
That's super important. That's why, like, the reason why we throw these events too isn't like, it's just so that we can keep doing this. Like, if y'all haven't noticed, if y'all haven't heard, I've been submitting us to bar stools and like a bunch of major platforms, and I'm really hoping that one of them will just reach back to us, just because like we really want people to know, like, hey, like, pay attention to service industry. Service industry is just at the same level as you are. Like I said, if you have a brain, if you have a heart, if you have blood pumping through your veins, I don't care what you look like, what your gender is, or anything like that. You are a human being, and you deserve respect, you deserve kindness, and you deserve love.
Yep.
That's it. Like,
okay, I have a real question though. Is everyone in this room following Girls on Fire ATX? How many times have you heard me say it? Make sure you're following. Okay, you have one job tonight. Share it with someone who isn't following us. And get us in every other city, because that is our goal. I think we've reached Austin, which is fucking amazing. And I'm so thankful. I mean, we're almost at 10,000 downloads, and we've only had our podcast for a year, which is incredible. We have come such a long way. So now we want to bring awareness to our podcast in other cities, and other bars, and other places for other servers, and people just like you and just like us that need our voice to talk for them. So do that for us, please, because we would greatly appreciate it. So I won't lecture you to follow us, since you already do.
And just because we are super honored with Chnelle being here, and Chnelle is like a staple in like the service industry. Like,
I mean, like I
like,
said, everyone knows who Chnelle is.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And if you don't, you better.
I knew you the first 2 months of being here, and I was just like, okay, not somebody I want to fuck with.
That's
somebody I want to be friends
that
with.
goes through your mind, and then it's like, I need to be her friend.
No, I think because it's like you're very like, you're nice, but you have boundaries, which is scary. So it's like, hey, what's up? What's your name? Hi, nice to meet you. Okay. And then it's like you're like, okay. And then it's like, once you get to talking, you're very like warm and welcoming. But if I remember when I said something once upon a time, you like shut me down. I was like, whoa, boundary. She's got a boundary. And it's just I just have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you. I think I come from same where y'all did. I'm on the other side of it now. So, you know, like, I was service industry behind the bar, same treatment. So that's why I wanted to work with you guys, because I do support what you're doing, what message you're trying to get across, because I was in the same shoes as you guys. And it's not easy at all, especially in Austin, a town that's like, I mean, you know, we have all the bachelorette groups, the bachelor groups that come here. Like, it's a destination city. So I feel like if you can make it in this service industry, you can make it in any service industry, because Austin will, it really will. It will like chew you up and spit you out.
It is a different breed of service industry here for sure. Like, I come from Tampa, where if you wanted to go to a bar, you like drove there or Ubered, and like that was the bar you were at all night, because if you wanted to walk to the next bar, it was a long ass fucking walk. Like, there was no walking to another bar. We didn't have strips of bars that like one after the other in Tampa. Ybor City was the closest thing to that, but it's like really ghetto.
Yeah.
Like, there might be a dead hooker in the alleyway. I don't know. Like, I'm not even joking is the sad part. Not even joking.
Yeah, I did. I was in Vegas for 3 years, and the industry there is very different. You got union, like people that are part of the union. So when you're part of the union, you have to take like a 6-month class if you want to work on the strip. And then like you take a 6-month class, you have to pass the test, like you have to get like a 90 or above, and then you have to pay your union dues. But you get like, your starting pay is like $15 an hour, but you do get free, like all like benefits, like 401k, dental, everything. But I wasn't part of the union. I was like off the strip. But the thing is that like I struggled with that, because people that were part of the union like literally had families. So they would just go to work and then they go home. Nobody ever went out. And then the people were like the off the strip were just like very much like, well, who do you know? Who are you going to hang out with? Blah, blah. I had like no friends. I had like 0 friends. People thought they couldn't handle my personality. And I was just like, okay, cool. And it's crazy because like when I moved to Arizona, I had a friend that like had me come visit out in Austin, and I was in between. Literally, I was supposed to move to Nashville actually, and then some shit didn't pan out, and so I just came to visit because I got fired on New Year's Eve, and I was like, well, I have New Year's off, so I'm just gonna go somewhere. Came to Austin, and while I was visiting here, my friend was like, hey, you should just move here. And I was like, cool, get me a job. I had 3 job offers: Blind Pig, Jackalope, and Kung Fu. And I took Kung Fu, and my flight to go back home was the 7th, and my start date at Kung Fu was the 10th. As soon as I flew home, I literally packed up my shit, came to Austin, and I never looked back. Every single person that I've met since then, like when I started at Kung Fu, I started meeting just everybody. I would like take my breaks at Rustic. There I would meet people from Parlor and Yard, Dogwood, Dirty Bills. And like, it was just so cool because then it's like I started making friends, and then it was just people that like genuinely were actually like hitting me up being like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Like, let's hang out. Are you on break? Like, do you want to take a shot here? Blah, blah, blah. It was so cool. And now like I've been here for 4 years, and I don't want to leave. Like I can't. Like,
I've definitely made better friends here in the last 4 years that I've been here than I had back home. Like, I have obviously like my very close friends that will always be my friends back there. There's like 3 of them, but I've made so many great friends living here. It's been amazing.
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna cry again, I promise.
This podcast has been like such an like.
Don't do it.
I don't want to. I don't want to. This podcast isn't really honestly just a podcast. Like, this is something we're super passionate about because it changed my life. It changed Sam's life. And
for those of you who don't know, I just got back from Vegas on Friday. I went there for a convention for, if you don't already know that I do lashes, I'm an esthetician. I went there for permanent makeup. Your girl is now 23 times certified in several areas of permanent makeup now. Yay! So stay tuned, because a goal of mine has been opening my own business, and I'm so thankful that I've had this podcast, that I've had Esther, I've had my friends that support me and be there for me and believe in me. Love you guys. Woo. So this is not only a celebration for me for obviously our year and this event, but this is also a celebration for that for me, because long over fucking due.
Like, if you just take a look at every single person that's in this room, like, y'all know one another. And, like, if you guys just look at each other, like, if y'all didn't know, I claimed you as my family. So, like, that's just what we do. Like, if any single one of y'all called me and needed me, I would be there in a heartbeat. Because if you guys took the time.
She likes Chipotle.
Let's not talk about that. I've done tequila. But like I said, like, if every single one of you guys called me and said you needed me, I would be there in a heartbeat, because it's November 1st. And while we worked a long ass crazy weekend, and I know probably a lot of us might be hungover, you guys still took time out of your night to come out here to support us 3 in literally trying to achieve our dreams. And I think that is the most, like, I told I wasn't gonna cry for this, so thank you.
We appreciate every single one of you. You guys are the reason that we are where we are today. So
I love you all so much.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Tyler and Dylan. Tyler is the videographer behind the scenes of everything that we do at Esther's house in her beautiful podcast room. And my brother just drove from San Antonio to take pictures for us because he loves photography and is helping his sister out. Now that I have him in the States, he's fucked, so. But I just want to give a quick shout out to them because they make a lot of this happen as well.
I do want to make an announcement. When Sam and I first started this podcast, we had no idea what the fuck we were doing. Nope. I'm going to say that. And we did learn a lot. And I know when we were going through the transition of stuff, it was very expensive. Like, her and I both had to take second jobs just to do this. And it's been awesome because with all of y'all coming to the events, we were able to raise money. And now I live in a 2-bedroom condo. I live in my friend's house, and he's so awesome. Like, thank God for him, because like, he's just been very like, he cuts me a really good deal. And he's just really just like super awesome. So the second bedroom that I have, instead of giving it to a roommate, which would be the financial responsibility, but I turned it into a podcast room, and that's where we film Girls on Fire. But with the beautiful help of my hot boyfriend over there, we've decided that we were going to create like an actual studio where, like, if anybody wanted to do like a podcast or get started in it, we would help you guys at a very like cheap rate or whatever, like, and just coach you or whatever, if this was something that y'all were interested in, because we didn't have anybody to like talk to or like go through it, and we learned a lot. But if y'all ever wanted to do that, like, let me know, like whatever any idea that you have, just manifest it, bitches. But I just want to let you know, if you guys know anybody that like has been like, oh, like I really want to start a podcast, let them like have them hit me up. Like Tyler and I and Sam, we would love to be able to like
I'm not going to take any credit for the computer shit, because that's all Esther. So don't let her fool you, because I would have thrown the computer through the window already.
It's a lot of hours that gets put into it. Like, if you guys didn't know, it takes about 10 hours to film or to edit just one YouTube video. It takes like 15 minutes to edit audio, but you know, that's besides the point. But it's just like Sam and I, with working crazy hours, especially in the industry, it's like checking in on one another. And she does lashes on top of bartending, and she still makes time. Because I like, we'll text each other and be like, hey, are you available this time? And we film in one day, edit everything, and put it out. And it's just like, we've been doing it for a year. Yeah, how hard that is? That's a little very hard.
I'm proud of ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just grateful. And it's just like, oh, thank you.
She's going to make you cry, Chnelle. That's what's going to happen.
No,
here.
like,
She looked at you with those cries.
I know. It's like, stop
I'm
it.
an
Like, Sam did do my
I'm
lashes.
an emotional
Shout
person.
out.
I know.
No, like, I just, like, seriously, thank you. Brandon. Hi, Adriana. Hi, BB. Rich, Gabe, Pasa, Jana, JP, Tony, Bib, Jasmine. I fucking love all of you. Like, thank you. Brielle, Karen, like, Peyton, Jen, like, like, seriously, y'all made time to come out here. Like, fucking thank you. Y'all are fucking rock stars. Like, if it wasn't for you, like I said, if I become multimillionaire, every single one of you gets $1 million.
That's right.
Did everyone get that on video?
Get it on video.
Yes.
Well, we love you guys so much. We really appreciate you being here, being a part of our live podcast. If you don't already If you're not already subscribed on YouTube to Girlsonfireatx, please do that. We are trying to be more consistent with getting videos out there. Make sure you follow us on Spotify, Apple, iTunes. You already are following us on Instagram. I'll let you guys have that. But
I do want to open up a Q&A, though. Anybody have any questions for Chnelle?
So the question was, how long was she bartending before she got into the liquor repping, for anyone that's listening out there?
I think it was about, let's see, 2018. So about a year, 2 years, I would say. 2 years. And it was, I think this job can be sometimes not about what you know, but who you know. And it is do what you know, but like, half the battle is showing up. Just like you guys showed up tonight to support them and support this event. That's the most part about this job. Like, it's showing up. Like, even when you don't want to. Like, so the answer to that was 2 years. And like I said, I knew the area, and I knew like the GMs, or, you know, I even knew bar backs. Like, I treated everyone from the bar back to the door guy to the bartender himself, everybody with the same amount of respect. And it's kind of like, when I go into places, what makes my sale, because my job is sales, which helps me in my work, because I am like acknowledging from the first person I hit from walking into the door till I get to the person that makes the decisions, which is the buyer that's going to bring in the product, that's going to feature the product, that's going to put it on the menu. Like, I treat everyone within that establishment the same. And that's what's helped me be successful in my job and connecting people and things like that.
100%. I have to tell you, it doesn't go unnoticed, because I think I'm late to the game meeting Chnelle. the first time I was just like intimidated, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, I love you. So I came in to like give her a hug. I've like seen you like 5 times maybe, but I just adore you.
It's her boundaries.
Do you have any advice for anyone that would be interested in wanting to be a liquor rep?
Yes. It's like you say, you're gonna always tell people no matter what job you're going to do, the job that you work or wherever you get hired, they're going to teach you how to do that job. So you just need to like be able to research whatever job you're going after. Get out there and like look for jobs, look for opportunity, go on like their website, check a company, like, because like I say, I didn't know like a liquor rep what that actually meant until I went to like an actual brand's website, and you go to the part that says careers, and then you see that they like have a sales representative job for that brand. And it just doesn't have to be liquor. There are sales rep jobs like Red Bull, these seltzer companies, you know, like all kind of things. So it's just doing the research, because these liquor rep jobs are out there, and people think I like have this like lifestyle, like it's all glitz and glamour, but they don't see that even though I'm out, if I'm out late or I'm working like, you know, 6 or 8 o'clock event, like they don't see that I get up in the morning and I have those emails at 8 o'clock, those conference calls, all that stuff. So, you know, you have to track what you do. So it's a job. It's not just me going out and getting to like drink free liquor and spend the company's money. Like it's actually a job, because I have to like make my own hours, but then I actually have to work, you know, like I am my own boss. So, you know, you have to like.
It's a lot harder than people think.
Yes, very much so.
Absolutely. Is there any other advice you'd like to? Oh, yes, Brielle.
Do you feel like with the current job that you have, there's pressure to drink because you are a liquor rep? Like, do you feel like you have to like go out every night and like go to bars and drink alcohol all the time? Or do you feel like you can like go and rep the brand and not have to like be getting drunk while you're doing it?
That's a great question. So in the beginning, when I first started, and when I was representing multiple brands, like I say, it was just showing up, being on the scene. And, you know, I thought that was, like I say, that's why I like when you talk about, you know, having a healthy relationship with alcohol, because I thought that I needed to, like, when I showed up to an account, like I had to drink, not only like get other customers to drink, and I had to drink as well, but that was interfering, because, you know, if I go visit 10 accounts, if I just have one drink at each account, that's 10 drinks. But if I have multiple 2 drinks, like that adds up. And next you know, you're intoxicated, you know, you're doing all this, kind of lose track of doing the job itself. So what people understand is, like, actually sometimes I'll go out and I actually just buy drinks or offer drinks for the customers. Like, I'm educating them. So I don't feel the pressure anymore to drink. I had to find a balance, how I can still support the brand and get it noticed. So most of the times I don't drink during the week. So I'll go out, but I still engage with the customer. I'm buying the drinks for the customer, because that's who I want to get to know the brand and like the brand. And so people don't understand. They're like, oh, I didn't think about that. I'm like, yeah, I'll go sit at the bar and I'll start a tab, and I don't have a drink, but I'm passing out to people, and people love when you give them free shit. Let's be honest. Especially a free shot.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Is there anything that you would like to? Okay.
Just wait. Nope. Okay.
Oh, the microphone. It's being passed.
Gotcha.
It's like, did you guys ever play hot potato as a kid?
I did. I'm that old to know what hot potato is. I think
I
some
feel
of you
like
guys
I only
are
got
young.
one laugh on that one. I'm like, okay, I guess no one else.
It's
played
okay.
the
I'm there with
game.
you. I'm an 80s baby. I know. That's the thing. I say certain references and people are like, what? And I'm like, damn it.
I know. You totally missed. It's not even funny anymore.
So, finally got the mic. So, I think I can speak for everybody in this room. Chnelle, like, the swagger and the steez is unparalleled.
Facts.
And,
Facts.
facts.
Yeah.
You guys.
And I thought I'd just ask, like, at what point in your life do you think, or like, at what point in your life do you think, this is a weird question. Okay, let's phrase this.
Like,
Okay.
where's this going?
When in your life did you decide to actually become the strong and powerful woman that
That's
you
a great
are?
question.
I don't know. I guess I don't view myself like that. I just came from a single mom that I saw go to work, and I'm the youngest of 5. And so, you know, I kind of had to be vocal and like speak up so I didn't like, you know, fall into the shadows and things like that. I think half of it was playing sports. And then just, I don't know, I just felt like I always felt so protective of my friends. Anybody who's been around me and know when I'm out with people or whatever, like I don't you're not gonna talk shit to my friends. You're not gonna like do whatever. I just don't, like I said, I don't like a bully. And I think just seeing her raise us and like showing us that, like, you know, my thing is like, if your work ethic is trash, you're trash to me. And I just always said, if I interview for a job, I got the job, I should show up for the job. And
Absolutely.
that's what I just tell myself when I'm doing this job, is when I show up, I have to be sociable, I have to smile, still talk about the brand. When people even ask me the dumbest questions, I swear it is like so hard.
Can you think of one right now?
They're like, when I say, you know, yeah, hey, I got this mezcal. Oh, that's tequila. I just said mezcal. And you say tequila. And they're just like, God damn it. Like, but
Can I get a Tito's and vodka, please?
oh yeah, the Tito's and vodka. Right. The Tito's and vodka. Yeah, all the time, you know. And then just sometimes people just say stupid shit, you know. You just like, okay. But I just try to say it with a smile, and I'm very sarcastic. Well, let's be for real, I'm an asshole. But I'm like the nicest asshole you'll ever meet. But I think that being in the service industry, you kind of have to have a hard shell so people don't like try to run over you, you know, like, and especially being a female, and I'm like a woman of color, being in Austin, like I felt like I had to make a name for myself. And when I moved here, like I said, I didn't know anybody. And so me showing up, being out, smiling, just trying to be there, like that was me trying to make a name for myself. And I think just coming from a strong, independent single mother is what helped me, like,
Shout out to the single moms.
right, like to get there. So it's just kind of been one of those things. It's been my thing, and I just kind of been rolling with it. But sometimes I don't see myself like the strong person, but I just feel like I have to be strong because I'm not
I've got
weak.
30 people in this room that can tell you right now that you are a strong ass bitch. So
Well, yeah, but that would be the answer to that. I just, you know, I just try to be me. I try to really be authentic. I try to be what I say and what I do. I just try to own up to that. And when I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'll actually tell people. I'll tell you I'm wrong. You know, like there's no problem in saying you fucked up, because I think that's the best apologies, to acknowledge your fuck ups.
yeah,
Hell
I agree with
yeah.
that.
Well, I'm here to tell you that we appreciate that, and I think we can all say for Sam and for Esther, a round of applause. Like, you guys put this together.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, this has been great. I was also nervous about all of this, but I'm just glad it came together. And I'm glad you guys came out and supported. Like, you guys don't know how much that means. People like tell people have time to just show up for your friends.
Absolutely. It's so easy just to show up. So we appreciate you guys for real. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, for real, seriously.
Yeah.
Yep. And shout out to Evan in the back.
Yes.
Super cool, man. This thing is great. This room is great.
Anybody have any other questions? Any questions for Sam? Any questions for me?
Y'all ready to go start drinking some more?
I
Let's
think
go
we need
drink
some
more
tequila
and
shots.
mezcal.
All right.
Listen, shout out to one of my best friends out there, Gabrielle's working the bar. I kind of like, like guilted her into working, but it's all cool. She likes it. But yeah, like you guys, like let's go drink and have a good time.
Yeah,
Also, hit up
absolutely.
the photo booth because he is gonna like get all those pictures to me. But also, you guys can
You can
download
text
them
them,
yourself.
you can text them to yourself and whatnot, and they have some really cool features.
Yeah.
And there's some cool props that we put out for you guys.
And they're here till midnight, so go ahead and like definitely
And go
like,
get a
take as
tattoo.
many. Yes, tattoos.
Go get some
And
regret.
go sing some live band karaoke. I'll
Yes,
go start it
support
Oh,
off.
the
that's right.
karaoke.
Esther's
I
gonna
just-
sing a song for everybody.
Yeah, but before we end this podcast, Chnelle, I love you. I love you so much. I hold you so near and dear to my
Oh my
heart.
gosh.
Literally.
Literally.
Well, again, thank you
No,
guys.
seriously,
Make
I
sure you
got, like,
share our
a bunch of
Instagram with
rain.
someone.
Here you go. It's warm.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Sorry.
We don't have our outro music for you guys right now, but thank you again for following. Make sure to share our profile with somebody that you love and care and think will like our stuff. We want to be global.
Yes.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you again for being here with us. Now it's time for a drink.
Time for a shot.
Shots, motherfucker.